Hey guys, happy Sunday. Welcome to a very special series on my channel, a 3-part series where I completely redo my niece's bedrooms, bathroom, and 2 walk-in closets. If you've been around for my YouTube journey, the very first room makeover video that I ever did on my channel was for their bedroom. And they were sharing a bedroom back then. In January, they actually moved and they each have their own bedrooms, their own closet, and then they share a bathroom. So the whole wing of the apartment is getting a major makeover. So I'll give you guys a little tour of what we're gonna be making over in this series. Right when you walk to the side of the apartment, walk directly towards the bathroom, and on the left is one bedroom and on the right is another. Both of these rooms are a great size for them, much more space than they had before. They actually do get tons of natural light and each have their own big walk-in closet. Both bedrooms are laid out differently, so the design is going to be a lot different. We're going to also be redoing both of their closets and their bathrooms. So this whole side of the apartment really is going to get a huge makeover. I want the design of each of these spaces to be really cohesive and flow really well together, but each space also have its own personality because the girls have different personalities. So I've got lots of fun ideas that we're going to be doing in these spaces. And let's get into the first bedroom makeover. And a very special thank you to our sponsor for this video, which is Joanne in partnership with Oleum Spray Paint. Paint can really transform not only a room, but furniture and decor. So throughout the series, especially in this bedroom, you're gonna see a lot of secondhand furniture, a lot of pieces that I've thrifted, that I've made better, and a lot of DIYs that I've made on my channel. As far as inspiration for this bedroom, Zoe really wanted a bohemian vibe, but a very requested look that she wanted in this room was a collage wall. Letting that be the focal point in the room by pairing it with lots of really soft neutrals and then just bringing in a couple of natural colors here and there, light and airy and neutral and bohemian. So instead of ordering pictures online or finding them throughout the internet, I really wanted this to be super custom. So I set out on a very big mission to shoot 160 individually styled, beautiful pictures that would create this collage wall and vibe that we were looking for to go on this wall. We're gonna cover this wall from top to bottom, from side to side, and that is gonna be the wall behind her bed. There is not a rhyme or reason for putting up these pictures. I'm just gonna go with a color palette, kind of feeding off of one color, pairing others together to kind of create just a aesthetically pleasing collage wall. So let's get started. So I started by just laying out the pictures that I had and kind of grouping them together by color palette so that I kind of could wrap my head around it. I think I'm totally gonna let Zoe pick the first picture that goes in the corner. You want that one in the corner? Yeah. Okay. Starting with this one. To put each picture on the wall, we're going to be using a removable poster tape. There's also a wall safe tape that you can use, and I'll link both of those below. Started in one corner, tried not to overthink this process at all, but I very much overthought this process. I had multiple breakdowns where I was like, I don't know, this color, that color. I actually was worried that I was going to run out of pictures because I didn't quite have enough. So I brought the headboard to the bed in and laid it against the wall exactly where it was going to go so that I didn't waste any of the pictures behind the headboard when the bed isn't going to move. The girls and I and our whole family went to the Philippines, so I had beautiful pictures of sunsets and palm trees, and I have pictures from all around Los Angeles. And then I staged a few mini photo shoots to complete the wall. So we're making progress. I have another package of more prints that I took coming in today, so we're gonna get them. But I also was like, oh my gosh, 160 pictures was a lot of different pictures, different scenes and stuff. So I also picked up these like gallery wall books. I feel like some of them could work. While we wait for the package to come with more prints, I wanted to get started on some of the DIYs. So I actually picked up this mirror from the thrift store back in February. It was regularly $180 and I got it for $44.99, which is still a little pricey for the thrift store, but overall a good price. It wasn't in the greatest of shape, so I started by sanding it all down to get any of the pieces that were kind of like chipping off away. And then I covered the mirror up so that I didn't get any paint on it because we're actually going to be spray painting this with Oleum Universal Gloss Spray Paint in this really pretty pink peony color. The Universal Rust-Oleum Spray Paint is a paint and primer in one, and it has great coverage and durability on a variety of surfaces. It's overall a great spray paint to use. It's super easy to use, and I feel like they come in really beautiful neutral and fun colors. When the paint is still wet, I went ahead and pulled off the paper and then let it dry completely overnight. You guys will probably recognize the next DIY project that I wanted to do for their rooms, these jewelry stands that I made for my vanity. And it's a super simple design. I just took some wooden dowels and then 2x2 square pieces of wood at 6 inches tall. And what we're gonna do is just take a drill with a drill bit the same size as the dowels, and then we're gonna drill a hole into the 2x2 piece of wood, and it's gonna hold our dowels so that we can hang earrings and bracelets. For this project, I'm gonna be using the Rust-Oleum Universal collection as well in the matte burlap, which I love this nude neutral color. Since we're doing her room in all shades of neutral and off-white, it's gonna be a great kind of color palette for that room. This just needed 1 coat of spray paint, and then after it dries, you can just put the dowel through the hole that you drilled, and voila, you've got a cute little bracelet or earring holder. This is actually my old bed from my old master bedroom at my house. Okay, wait. I just have to take a moment to look at the progression of my own master bedroom. This is when we moved in 3.5 years ago, and then this was the kind of, I guess, first design with stuff that we had from our last rental apartment. And here is the final bedroom makeover and what it looks like now. Talk about major progress. Okay, back to the room makeover. It's Ikea. I feel like everyone kind of either knows how or struggles with painting Ikea furniture. This is working in our favor because this is just painted wood. It's not the laminate or the lacquer that sometimes Ikea has on their furniture, so it's gonna be super easy. I think this primer might be the key to painting any Ikea furniture. So this is Rust-Oleum Bin Shellac Primer. I gave this bed 2 coats of this shellac primer, and it dries super fast, so you can put the second coat on fairly quickly. Since this bed was black, I did want to do 2 coats. Once the shellac was fully dry, I painted over it with a beautiful color from Benjamin Moore called Brandy Cream, which is also a color that you're gonna see later in this apartment makeover series. Anytime there's an option to add my own pendant light or chandelier to a room, I absolutely do it. But if you're gonna attempt this, please make sure that the electricity is off. Oh yeah. Nice. Once we flipped the breaker back on and it was all working, I just finished assembling it because I really wanted to add this beautiful rattan light to the room. It just added such a beautiful natural element to the space. This cabinet I actually had in my DIY studio for a long time, but it had just gotten beat up, so I wanted to match it to the bed. So we also sanded this cabinet down and painted it the same Brandy Cream color from Benjamin Moore to match the bed. Next, we mounted the TV because this is going to sit over the cabinet that we just painted. And for curtains, we went with a really white sheer curtain and a black rod because I wanted to match all of the black hardware that's used throughout the room, the pendant light and the doorknobs. I love using sheer white curtains because it just lets in lots of natural light. The next day, our cabinet was looking so good. I was a little worried about the drawers staying white. They were that kind of like laminate lacquer stuff from Ikea, so I didn't want to paint them, but I actually ended up really liking them. So just to kind of bring in some of the natural elements, I added these rattan baskets from Ikea, and I just put them on the bottom for extra storage for her. After finally tracking down the UPS driver, we are finally able to finish this collage wall, and DIYing your collage wall is actually really simple, and I'm gonna leave all of the details on what paper I used, where I got it printed, and it came super fast. So if you guys want to create your own too, you totally can, and it's super simple. So that the collage wall really stayed the focal point in the room, I went with all off-white white bedding. So white sheets, a off-white really light duvet cover, and then we're gonna go back in with some more natural and a little pop of color in the pillows. Having a desk in the room was obviously a must-have because they're still in school, so we decided to put it on this side of the room, which is why the bed is a little off-center. I got this really cool end table from a friend that was just getting rid of, and I thought it would be great in this room makeover. We got a lot of really pretty neutrals. I wanted 2 bigger neutral pillows for the back. So, and all of these bigger pillows are from Ikea. So we've got 2 of these. And then I wanted a little bit of texture. This one has a little bit of a puff velvet texture on it. And then this one is just solid velvet. So anytime I do like an all the same color kind of color palette in a room, I like to mix in textures. It makes each corner of the room a little more unique, even though it's all the same color. So, and then this pillow is actually from World Market. It had such a really pretty Moroccan kind of theme to it, but it had this a little bit of apricot. I thought the apricot would be a really pretty color to bring into the room, and it kind of plays off some of the colors that we did in the collage wall. So, and then to finish off the bed, this is also from World Market. It had a really pretty peach color in it too in the threading, but it was also really textured. So I felt like it was the perfect addition for the end of the bed. So I always keep an eye out at thrift stores for great lamps. Either lamps that I can paint and upcycle and do something with or change the shade, or just lamps that really look really good. This one for $14.99. Look at the shade. It's like all natural. Collage wall makes such a statement in here, but this blank wall really needed something on it from World Market. I needed this in a room makeover. I needed to do something with this. It's got some like natural fibers woven through it, lots of texture, but still really neutral for the space. And I thought it would be so pretty to fill out this wall because it was kind of the perfect size and it goes with our whole like really natural vibe in here. Okay, so for above the desk, I used to have this in my DIY studio too. It's just a really natural pin board. She could put up Polaroids or, I don't know, calendar maybe for school. So I was thinking not too high, but right above the desk. Just adding a few items to her desk. Of course, she's going to kind of put the things that she absolutely needs for school and stuff like that, but I just added in some books and a nice candle, a little bit of greenery, and her laptop. I felt like there needed to be something on the bottom of this side table. So I got this basket from Ikea and then just put some faux greenery in there just to kind of add a little bit of natural element to the wall too and fill out that space. I also used to have these chairs at my dining room, so they were gonna come in handy for both of their rooms. Just adding in a few more decorative pieces to our new cabinet, and I actually got this really pretty vase from the thrift store for $2.99. Probably wasn't too expensive to begin with. I thought the texture was really cool, so I'm just adding in some more greenery on this side of the room. Along with a candle in a peachy color. I found this tray at the thrift store too for $1.99 and I immediately thought of them because I feel like every girl just needs a really pretty vanity tray in their life. So our DIY is gonna hold some of their jewelry and they can add in the pieces that they wear all the time. This upcycled mirror project that we did where we spray painted it in this beautiful kind of glossy peony color. I love that it matches the furniture that we upcycled in here too. But I feel like for this layout, she has a big walk-in closet that we're actually going to be redoing in the next episode. But this wall is perfect for a mirror. The closet goes really deep back. guys enjoyed this bedroom makeover and part 1 of this 3-part series, so you're not gonna wanna miss them. Next up, we're gonna do big walk-in closets and the bathroom, so a complete bathroom makeover. And then to wrap the series, we have another bedroom makeover. And don't forget to check out the vlog for the complete behind the scenes of this entire series over on my vlog channel, MaCenna Vlogs. I'm so excited. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, definitely hit the thumbs up below. And if you're not already subscribed with the bell notification turned on, definitely do, so you know exactly when I upload more for this series and more videos every Sunday. So I will see you guys next week. Bye guys!
Ready? Can I do it?